Hey guys, Elisa Mousy here, and welcome back to Nancy Drew Message in a Haunted Mansion. And I don't know how long this is going to take, but I am determined to make sure that this is the finale. Oh no, I hate these. I hate these, I'm so bad at them. I'm so bad at these kind of puzzles. So that goes on. Like, this is the shit that I always skip in my hidden object videos. Like, my hidden object games that I play. We gonna be here a bit. And there's no skip option. Nope, that's just... I should have looked up a guide, except that this wasn't what I was expecting out of this one. So that is definitely the top. And this is supposed to be the empty corner. Those have to flip eventually. Goes down there. This has to... I don't know how to do this. I'm so bad at these. Well, I got part of it. I wonder if I can do this without fucking up the bottom. Don't think I can. Wait, I need to check and see. Nope, this is where I was. God, it's been 4 minutes. I really hope to God this isn't time. Oh my God, I did it. What do I do with this? What do I do with this? Where does this go?
It's locked.
Was that coming from upstairs? No. I thought I heard a thump from upstairs. Am I still alone? What time is it? We're just 7. So Rose would still be here. Is the clock an indicator that people are back? No. Okay, time to call Bess. Unless somebody's gonna be in the study. I wanna check in here first. No. Okay. Spinning around the long way. Gotta call Bess. And the other friend whose name I don't remember.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hello, what's new?
I'm not gonna tell them about that gemstone I just picked up?
Can you guys give me a clue? I'm not sure what to do next.
Put the crystal in the Phoenix's eye in the front entry. That should help you find where the gold is hidden.
But be careful, Nancy. If all else fails, remember, what goes up must come down.
Good luck!
I should get going. Talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy!
I completely forgot. I forgot about the thing with the Phoenix Eye. And something tells me this is what Nox was telling me about. Okay, not that one.
When the moon sleeps and the sun plays. It's missing an eye. When the moon sleeps and the sun plays.
Says put the gemstone in, and I'm trying.
When the moon sleeps and the sun plays.
Oh. I have to do this during the day. I understand. I understand what you're saying. Let's make Nancy dizzy. Go bright and early.
Nancy?
What? Someone call for me? Is that just Abby's stuff? Wonder if I can talk to people beforehand. And nobody's even up. Or are they just not here? Can I put this in now? Yes, I can. Okay. That's the same thing that was on the thing
It's
with the...
stuck.
I have a crowbar for this.
Gold! And to think I was standing on it all along.
Ha 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 ha. Too bad no one will ever find out about it.
Lewis!
Lewis?
I knew it! There must be over $1 million in here.
I've got to stop him before he gets away.
Thank you, Nox. Come on!
What? Hey! 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 Get me out of here!
Dear Bess, I'm just about finished with my renovation work and counting out all of those gold coins. Louis was behind all of the accidents, hoping to pressure Rose into selling the house so he could find the treasure himself. Although Rose and Abby may not have a legal right to the gold, the bank the coins were stolen from will still give them a reward for finding it. The house also has gotten a lot of publicity with all of the news stories, and the place is booked solid for the first month of its opening. I guess a haunted bed and breakfast with hidden treasures is all the rage these days, even if there are no such things as ghosts. I think. See you soon, Nancy.
I'll bet that was one of Abby's things. So, okay, that was short. I couldn't have done that in this morning's video because I did not have time because I was on a time crunch. So I was definitely wrong. I was definitely wrong about Rose because I was leaning her way. But yeah, she did have too much investment. And I can leave the credits running this time because there's no seizure warning. Thank God. It was fun. I really appreciated the phone calls. 'Cause that wasn't easy. Older games are hard. It's what this is for. I got, let's see, how many notes? I got 4 pages of notes from this one. How many did I have from the last? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To be fair, there was a lot more data to keep track of in the last one. I don't know for sure when I'll be playing the next one. I don't even remember off the top of my head what the next one is. Is it the Wolf Creek one? Is that the next one? I'll look it up myself, but also if you want to let me know in the comments, like, feel free. But this was a fun experience. And I'm glad we only had one glitch. Is this looping or is this new? I don't know. Might be looping, so. I only had one problem with it, which I'll get into in our ratings. Alright, rating time. As a reminder, our ratings are difficulty, performance, story, gameplay / enjoyment, and would I play again. We're going to start off with difficulty, which I think I've explained. My rating for this is a little weird because there's a sweet spot. This did not hit that sweet spot. Because if it's too difficult, it'll have a lower rating, but also if it's way too easy, it'll have a lower rating, hence the sweet spot. This was a 6 out of 10 for me. I might just be dumb. There's every possibility that I'm just dumb. But I was struggling a lot. I had to look up a couple things. I had to phone a friend a lot. As you saw, I had to make a lot of phone calls and ask for a lot of clues. So that was difficulty. Performance, I'm going to give an 8 out of 10. Maybe I should have said 9, but we're going to go with 8. Just because it was one issue that I had, but it was one issue that made it impossible to play until I closed the game and reopened it. And that was a weird sound issue when I was opening up Louis's briefcase. It was like an old Windows style pop-up saying there was like some sort of sound error. It went completely quiet, But then every single time I clicked on something that would make a noise, I got that pop up again. I couldn't do anything. So I had to close out the game and go back in, and that fixed it. And it was only once, which is really good for an older game because this came out in like 2000, and this was not remastered. So this is like the one from 2000. So 8 out of 10. Story, I'm gonna put at a 7. Because I had so many theories. Like everyone except Charlie had a motive. Even though Rose's I was looking into way too much. Because my thoughts were with Louis, obviously he was looking for the gold. He was looking for the treasure. Abby, the accidents lead to more ideas of ghosts, which bring in like more people because it's kind of the attraction of a haunted bed and breakfast. So she could have done that, like meant no harm by any of it. And then Rose, I was really suspecting Rose because here were my thoughts. Okay, she put everything she had into that into like that mansion to turn it into a bed and breakfast. She put in all of her life savings. She had nothing left. And she might have realized that the continued renovations were too much and she couldn't afford it. She was going to run out of money. And it was all going to be down the drain. So I was like, okay, well, maybe as an act of desperation, she needs that insurance money. So that's why she's doing it. But no, it was Louis. Which makes a lot of sense looking back on it, because he was the one who didn't order the grate for the fireplace. He got distracted. But that was a thing that was said. Gameplay and enjoyment, I'm gonna say 6 out of 10. Mainly because it just... One, I don't like how things kept getting moved around in the inventory, especially when I had keys that weren't labeled. I had to try and remember what key went to what. Which it's a little thing and it's just me being picky, but it was also hard you had to get the mouse in like just the right place to be able to back out of something. And I have mixed feelings on the time mechanic. Because I like that it gave you kind of a window for when someone was going to be somewhere and when they weren't. So, like, you had to pick your times of when to go somewhere. Like, we could only look in the hideout place when Charlie wasn't there. And we could only get into Louis's computer when Louis wasn't there. But I also didn't like it. I didn't like it for Abby's room specifically. Because with Louis and Charlie, they had like a set period of time during the day that they were there, but most of the time they were not. Abby had only a 3-hour window that you could go in. And if you went in too late or you spent too long, she would come back and she would catch you. I wasn't a fan of that. So. And then would I play again? I don't like giving zeros for these because of how much it tanks the overall score. But I am going to give it a 4 out of 10 because I'm probably not playing this one again. And that brings our final score to a 62%. Again, I don't know when I'm playing the next Nancy Drew game. Keep an eye out for it. But for now, if you liked what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Maybe tap that notification bell to get notified every time I upload. See you on the flip side. Elisa out.